Hello, everybody, and welcome to the afternoon tune. I'm your host, Josh, and today I got my co-host, Dusk. What's going on?
Hey,
Dusk?
everybody.
Good to see you there, Dusk. Got some good reviews to talk about, discuss there. Got some good movies to review there. And we got just for news-wise, got some trailers. A lot of stuff just seemed to drop this week. We're going to have a pretty busy time this upcoming Monday. Me and Sage, State of Play and Kojima, and there was also the Capcom show, the Tokyo Game Show. So there was that.
Yeah, still going on too.
Yeah, so all these bunch of trailers just dropped.
Got week. Anime GTA. We got, I think it's Anata.
Okay. What is that from the Tokyo Game Show?
Yeah, it's from the Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, Anime GTA is the best way I can say it because basically it's like any open world game. Yes. Well, what's in it? Everything. What do you mean everything? Everything.
Gary Oldman, everything.
Yeah. Everything. It really is. It's like, so I can swing around in Spider-Man. Yep. I could grab cars. Yep. You could do Yep. You could do whatever. We said everything.
So it's the mystique of video games.
Basically, it's the. I don't know. I don't even know what the premise is about. The premise is the only thing I know about it is hey, we didn't get paid by our company. Oh well, GTA.
But yeah, and also on top of that, a bunch of games are coming out. Yeah. You got Silent Hill F that came out this week.
Just came out.
You got Ghost of Yotes coming out next week. Mm-hmm. You had Hades 2 that's going to be coming out. I think it just came out. Just came out. So the big games back to back just coming out this week. So
Hades 1 is fantastic. Hades 2 gameplay wise is very, very good. Although I understand why some people there's a big change in art style and representation of the Greek gods that rub people the wrong way. So they may or may not play it. Or they might just mod it. They might just buy it and then mod the portraits, which, hey, it's your property to do so once you buy it.
So there's that. So a bunch of games coming out.
Oh, yeah.
So tons of media out, movies, games, shows, trailers.
All sorts of stuff.
All that type of stuff. So trying to catch up on all of it and trying to get
busy.
Yeah, so Monday's going to be a long show there. Speaking about future streams there, tomorrow I have a stream with Chris from the Black Stuffs podcast. Me and him are going to be doing a mid-season review of Gen V because they dropped the first 3 episodes. And so I think the other one just premiered this past week. So
I'm shocked it got a season 2.
Really? It was pretty popular.
I mean, flash in the pan, but I heard also a lot of people didn't like the direction it went in. They had a good start and then kind of petered out.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember liking season 1. That actor who was in it passed away, so it'd be interesting to see how they address that. But he passed away pretty young too. I think a motorcycle accident. I think.
Yeah.
So they're not recasting him or anything like that. They're gonna.
That's for the best, I think.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Yeah. So Gen V going to be discussing that with him. So do a mid-season review of that. Sunday, I don't have any stream plan, but Monday, that's the show there. Sage from Rated M for Immaturity. Going to be coming on and going to be discussing, all these trailers that dropped there from all these different game shows, Kojima, Tokyo Game Show, State of Play, all that stuff. Then also review-wise, Monday, get into Alien Earth. That finished up. Dexter Resurrection. I decided to get back into Dexter. Some people are saying this new season's pretty good. So binge watch that, this latest season of Dexter. Also, Sage will probably do some video game reviews if we have time. It's going to be a pretty packed show. So if he wants to do Metal Gear Solid Delta, he's playing that right now. And then he's going to be getting Silent Hill F pretty soon. He won't be finishing that by Monday, but if you want to give his initial first impressions on it. But it's getting rave reviews, Silent Hill F. Some people think it's one of the best Silent Hill games ever, up there with like 2 and everything. So it's getting high marks all around. So if he wanted to do that, he can't do that Monday, but Monday's going to be a packed show. Wednesday, I'm gonna be joined by Neil. We're gonna be doing a review for All the President's Men, the Robert Redford
Mhm.
film. Doing that because Robert Redford just recently passed away. So doing that. Next week, hopefully Dusk and Nick can join me this next Friday. What's coming out next Friday? The Smashing Machine is coming out. The
Mm.
Rock film, the Benny Safdie film. So that's coming out there. Is going to be Rock. Is he going to be nominated for an Oscar?
Maybe.
Possibly, maybe. Who knows?
He does
Uh,
look this is probably the last time he will ever look as built as he is right now as he is in that movie.
yeah. And
Because
I
if you've
know
seen
people.
any recent photos, he's super slimmed down. I don't think he's taking the juice no more.
Yeah, and they said he did it for another Benny Safdie movie he's going to be doing
Mhm,
with him, called The Chicken Man or something like that.
mhm, something like
Uh,
that.
yeah, so he's going to be doing another Safdie movie. So this is how he looks now, and people are freaking out about it of the dramatic difference. Yeah, it's like what happened? Yeah,
Oh, he stopped juicing, man.
yeah,
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 yeah, I mean, if you look at him from when he was a younger man in wrestling to what he is now, there's no way you can get to that body size naturally.
yeah. And the young, I mean,
I
young
mean,
Rock was.
he's a fit man.
I
He
mean,
was a fit young man,
when he
but
was young, I mean, he was, he was swole and everything
yeah,
like
he was
that.
still natural big man, but then yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's just no way naturally you're gonna be able to get to that size and be that like in his 40s and 50s and still keep that size
yeah.
without
A
some
lot of
extra help.
Yeah, a lot of extra help there, but I know he claims that, "Hey, I'm all
I mean, he
natural."
lies all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah, I
but,
mean, that's his career. This is bread and butter.
but yeah, 53 years old, so yeah, that's no way, yeah,
I mean, it's just like him and Dave Batista. He's also been like, "Yeah, I'm slimming down. I ain't working out as much anymore.
yeah.
I'm
Uh,
tired of I'm tired of doing that."
so, there's that. I'm gonna see The Strangers this weekend, so I'll review that next Friday. And then, I think what else comes out next Friday is let me see real quick. If I remember correctly. I want to make sure, but Smash Machine for sure. Nick, I'll see if he wants to review that documentary as well, because they also did a documentary about the guy that The Rock is playing. It's pretty good. If
Mhm,
Nick wanted to talk about that. Oh, the horror film Good Boy. I'm hearing amazing things about that.
mm.
That's coming out next week as well. So I'm probably going to discuss that as well. So yeah, so that's what we got planned for next Friday, and all the other upcoming streams. For this stream, I'm going to be doing, pretty much already said it, One Battle After Another. We're going to be doing that, the new Paul Thomas Anderson film there. This is his seventh film, I believe.
Yeah,
And then also doing One Big Bold, Beautiful Journey there. Going to be doing that movie starring Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell. Dust didn't see it, but I did get a chance to see it. And then we're going to be doing these trailers here. There was The Bride, one of the many Frankenstein adaptations coming out.
God, there's so many.
There's this one. There's the one with Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. I'm more
Um,
interested in that one.
yeah, I think aren't they? I think aren't they all coming to Netflix? Or are they one's coming to
They're coming to
theaters?
some streaming services.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna be doing The Bride. The trailer for that just dropped there. So it's Christian Bale is the Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster, and so take a look at that one. Then also Mando, the Mandalorian and Grogu back. So we're gonna do they're doing a movie now. 7 seasons in a movie they're doing. So movie's gonna be coming out, and
Mm,
also Avatar: Fire and Ash. A new trailer for that dropped. So I'm gonna take a look at that one. So yeah. After this stream, go ahead and rate somebody. Christina from Cosmopolitics is on right now. Christina, great person, great
mhm.
friend of the channel, has been on the channel before. She will be on this channel again pretty soon because she'll be helping me review Wizard of Oz
Oh,
in
there you go.
anticipation for Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good. Also, you have Persons Mans, who is also on right now. He's playing that Alan Wake 2. So he's going through all the Remedy games and playing them. Hey, what's going on, Lucky Dog? I was gonna just talk about you. Lucky Dog, he's streaming right now, unless his stream probably ended already. But yeah, I was also gonna possibly rate him. But yeah, he's playing through all the Remedy games there, Alan Wake 2. And hey, thank you very much there, Lucky Dog. But Yeah, and next up, I think he's done. This is his final one with Alan Wake 2, and then after this, he probably will play FBC, which is the latest Remedy game right now. And because after that, I think you have to wait till 2027 for Control 2 is the planned release date of that game, which I'm really excited about. But any games you're excited about there, Dusk? I know there's all these different shows. I know they showed the Wolverine trailer. I know Kojima announced a bunch of stuff there. Anything you're particularly looking forward to,
Uh,
excited about?
vibes wise, the poster looks interesting. But it's Hideo Kojima. Anything's possible.
For phasing it
Yeah,
or
phasing it. I like the poster, the way it looks. I like the style of it, but I mean, we didn't see much else. And I mean, the other game he showed off was basically, yeah. I like it. It kind of reminds me a bit of Syndicate and older are kind of like RPGs in that vein, older kind of like sci-fi stuff. But the other one, I believe it's OD.
yeah.
That one's basically PT. It's
Yeah.
basically PT, except not Konami.
Yeah. Some people say that that's with phasing it. It's probably Robert Pattinson. People say that looks like Robert Pattinson
Sure,
on,
why not?
on the cover. I could see it. I could see that. I know they've been hanging out, but Hideo Kojima takes photos with everybody. He hangs out
Yeah,
with a lot of people.
he's a huge film buff. He loves movies. Most of his, I mean, Metal Gear Solid is basically his love for espionage film and I believe the anime something Lane. I'm blanking on it. Like
Mm,
because the Le Enfants Terribles, the whole experiment that made Snake and Liquid. That's like an anime reference, a couple things. He has a lot of references in his stuff.
yeah. So yeah, there was that, the OD trailer. And he's working with that with like a bunch of other horror directors, like Jordan
Yeah,
Peele is a part of it. And he's got like not just him, but unannounced some other major horror directors.
man will work until he dies, and I can respect that. If he has the
Yeah.
ability to do so, he will work.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff is like way in the future. Like some
Oh
of the
yeah,
stuff we might not see until like
till 20 years
2030.
later.
Yeah, 2030, 2029, stuff like that.
But he wants
Um,
to get it started now.
yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that was the OD trailer. It's the two trailers I saw really break the internet the most was the OD trailer, that announcement, and then the Wolverine. Everybody was talking about the Wolverine one. For
Yeah,
kid,
for good
for
and bad reasons.
yeah. But
Understandably too.
seems like he's
Mhm,
yeah, killing a lot of Reavers. He's doing that
mhm.
bloody game. Did you play the leaked version of it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I know some people did. Some people played the leaked version of the game where that got leaked way back, which I don't know why you would do that.
I
Because
didn't want to spoil it for myself, so I was just like,
yeah. Hey, Hunter from the Real Pineapple Evening Nerds. I hope you're having a great stream. Oh yeah,
doing
having a great
great.
stream.
Thanks
Man.
for
Got
asking.
a lot of stuff to talk about there. I'd be interested in get Hunter's opinion on that latest episode
Mhm.
of Peacemaker.
Oh
There.
God.
Yeah. Can he run fast enough? I don't think Hunter can. And Earth X there.
Mm.
But yeah, so that's another thing. Also, yeah, when we're gonna do a wrap up review of Peacemaker there, and it's got two more episodes left. Peacemaker, yeah,
Yeah, there's
two or
not much
three,
left.
3 episodes left. But yeah, the Wolverine trailer looked pretty bloody, pretty great there. Looks like just a higher budget version of the X-Men Origins Wolverine game that
We'll
came.
see. I know the people in the writing team was Sweet Baby Inc. I know they all and a lot of Insomniac's work with Spider-Man 2 has a lot of people nervous. Plus, I understand there's a reaction with Mystique at the moment in the way that she looks, and they've made her look in this, and kind of has very similar vibes to the way they did Mary Jane in Spider-Man 2.
Mm,
So, we'll see. People unfortunately have been bait and switched before. So what looks good in a sliced trailer may not be good when you take it in the whole.
mm, yeah, but people are just excited to finally see something finally, because it's got announced like what 2024, I think 2025, like
Mm,
early, and then it was kind of just like, okay, when are we gonna see an actual full trailer of this? So people are just finally seeing that.
yeah.
Hey, how's it going there, man?
Hey, Miller.
Hey, what's going on there? Yeah, doing some reviews here.
Mhm.
Get some reviews for a couple movies, and then doing some trailers, and that's it there.
And as
Uh,
to Lucky Dog's question, as far as I've watched in Peacemaker, I am not digging it.
mm,
Not so much. I'm actually quite bored,
yeah. Um,
unfortunately.
I think we discussed this, me and Sage there. Did we said, we
Mhm.
talked about whether we liked it more than season one. He's liking it more than season one. I'm gonna wait to see how it ends
Mhm.
there. Um, and then movie wise, we're gonna be doing one battle after another, and we're gonna be doing a big bold beautiful journey. We're gonna be doing that, and then trailer wise, we're gonna be doing The Bride and Star Wars, Mandalorian and Grogu,
Mhm.
and then Avatar, Fire and Ash. We're gonna be giving a reaction to that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, especially when it's a lot of a season waiting for this other shoe to drop and then another shoe to drop that's pretty predictable. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people have already speculated about it already.
Oh,
So
we
it's
we I mean, yeah, we
yeah,
already know what it is.
yeah.
We
So it's
you
like,
Most people
yeah.
already know what it is. We've been dragging our feet.
I
No,
don't.
go ahead.
Yeah, the episodes are not that long,
They're
much
not
longer. Some of them are
longer.
like 30 minutes, 37 minutes, 40
I think the
minutes.
biggest problem, just to be very quick, the biggest problem I have with it is with I have my issues with the first Peacemaker series.
Pacemaker.
Yeah, Pacemaker. Might as well. It's beating the heart. Uh, yeah, Peacemaker. But for all intents and purposes, it felt very much like a James Gunn series. And if you did not like it, that's fine. And if you did like it, that's good. But you could take it or leave it because it was separate in its own little bubble for the most part. It was handling stuff I didn't it handled stuff kind of in its own bubble and like, "Oh, is stuff gonna come from that? Maybe." But when we now in the 2nd season, it's not part of a whole new universe, and they've kinda retconned it, completely retconned things to change it into here, and then instead of maybe pulling back on some of the elements that did not work in the first one, they've doubled to triple down on it, and I'm sorry, most normies or most people who are gonna watch season 2, there's no way you can have this in the same universe as Superman and think that this is gonna vibe with each other or
Mm,
gonna mesh. Superman's a very uplifting kind of character, and you wanna have that kind of, like, hopeful characters and all these other characters, and then but the way he's been written in that movie and the way he's like, with this, there's so many just crude and obscene things. It's almost like The Boys light. It just
mm,
don't work.
mm.
It just
Uh,
doesn't. I disagree with the whole idea that Gunn was too busy with Superman. He had plenty of time.
mm. Yeah, I mean, I think with that, I mean, I like that things feel different from each other. Like things don't
Sure.
always have to tonally
No,
fit,
no, I
to be in
understand
the
that.
same. Yeah.
But when he's trying to combine it all together,
Uh, and then Miller says, I heard a lot of people that giving him a love interest threw a lot of people off okaying from how badass he was in the movie in the first season.
so
Uh,
Peacemaker works as a character when he's an ensemble. He works the best. I think I went back and rewatched the Suicide Squad that James Gunn did, and I think James Gunn's just good with ensembles. He's good with very niche characters, and he's good with kind of making that's kind of the way he thinks as a person, what he gravitates to, and I think he's very good at those. Not kind of in the middling gray, not net kind of rebels without a cause kind of characters like the Guardians or a couple of characters like that, like the Suicide Squad, where he can then kind of find his niche. And Peacemaker works in an ensemble. He works with other people, but making him the star of the show, that just doesn't it's not a strength of James Gunn. And then
mm,
the more I'm seeing what he's done with the DC and what he's doing even with different stuff, the more I'm seeing his weaknesses
mm.
and going, yeah, I don't think he was the best choice for this. And I don't think Peacemaker was the best choice for a TV show. He just, it's not that it's John Cena is a bad actor.
Hunter said, I'm giving DC the benefit of the doubt, smooth stuff out. I think it'll be a tad bumpy in terms of balancing the tones because you have TK. What is that?
You have to
Hunter.
figure out what to keep. I think he typoed.
Oh, okay.
He says to figure out what to keep and
Oh,
stuff. And I
yeah,
think
to
that
figure
was,
out what to keep and stuff, and I think the okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll see how this season wraps up
Yeah,
and see what they
we'll see.
do and see what the conclusion is with this. I think it's still an ensemble here because he still have
Mhm,
the crew of people he's working with and everything, and the 11th Street kids. Um, and I do like the cast that he's working with and the characters, and their
mm,
kind of friendship and relationship. So I do like them interacting with each other. And then with the new additions to the cast, like Tim Meadows, I think is
mhm.
funny. I think I mean, he's a legendary comedian. He's pretty funny. They introduced this character from a comics that's connected to Batman, the cyborg character, and everything. And I mean, I mean, I think she's a good actress. On top of that, I mean,
Mm.
she ain't hard to look at. I mean, she easy on the eyes. That's for
I mean,
sure.
sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, I see where you're coming from as far as what you said. Which one, me or Dust? There. Yeah, which one?
It's fine. I think
Uh,
this is mostly off topic, anyways. But yeah, we'll see how this ends. You know,
oh, yeah. We'll see though. Well, I mean, stick with it, Lucky Dog. Maybe you'll love it. Maybe at the end, maybe it'll turn around for you. Maybe wait
hopefully,
till.
it won't be an alien Earth.
Yeah, I gotta finish that. I heard maybe it didn't end the strongest. I'm
Oh,
still
ho,
on
ho,
like
ho,
episode
buddy!
4.
I finished it.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
boy.
I see. Damn, so they didn't stick the landing, huh? Mm,
We'll do a review at some point.
yeah, I have to see. One last one before we move on to the trailers here. Doubles down in DC has been so premeditated. Evil Superman, double flashes, double piece. Okay.
I
And
mean,
then
yeah, he's got a point. There have been a lot of doubles in DC.
I think they'll be fine when the MCU started. They had to figure out how to balance a guy who throws a giant frisbee with a literal god, and eventually they figured it out. Gunn is also being asked to kind of retcon, but plan new stuff too. But yeah, I'm excited to see what DC has
To
coming up.
to briefly, and I don't mean to, but to briefly counteract, I see where you're coming from, Hunter. But at the same time, the first movie that came out was the make or break. That was Iron Man.
Mm,
Iron Man is a good movie within its own rights. It's had to stick the landing, or a universe wouldn't even start. Without Iron Man, there would be no MCU. Iron Man stuck the landing. Then you had Thor. Thor was pretty solid. Was it better than Iron Man? No. But it had Shakespearean elements. They got a specific director to because of its Shakespearean elements. And people's complaints actually were that it spent too much time on Earth and not enough in Asgard and those elements, but everything else around it was good. Then you had the first Avenger, who they got the guy who directed one of my favorite unsung movies that Disney ever made, The Rocketeer. They got him. Perfect choice for him to do the first Avengers, and that's one's an underrated movie in the MCU as a whole. So they had to have hit after hit after hit, or at least hit to mostly hit. Stumble a bit with Iron Man 2, stick the landing, and then they had to stick the landing completely with the first Avengers movie, and they did. Miracle of miracles. That's what set up the NCU. You've had one project with Superman to reboot everything, and at best, it's mid.
mm,
At best, it's mid and
mm.
messy.
I know. Yeah, we did a review of it. People can check out our thoughts on that.
Mm.
YouTube.com. Submit. We
I
did
know I'm an
spoiler review.
outlier to it, but that's my
Uh,
feeling on it. But you
yeah,
have that, so they had additional hits along with it. Go it.
yeah. And then they said that this season is supposed to lead into Man of Steel. I mean, Man of Tomorrow. I'm sorry. It's supposed to lead into that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also another thing with
Yeah.
this as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it
But I agree
leads.
with Lucky Dog. The sequels were mostly kind of meh.
Really, I mean, Winter
Well,
Soldier is considered the
no, no,
best.
no, 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 no. We're talking about initial sequels. We're talking like
Oh, the initial
Thor
sequels.
2, Iron Man 2. Talking about those ones. We're not. We haven't gotten to that part.
Oh, okay, yeah. But those initial movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
initials were bangers. Yeah, Iron Man 2, Thor 2. Yeah, those ones were kind of meh. I like Thor 2 because it still stuck to the Shakespearean element that they threw away later. But
Avengers 2.
I like Avengers 2 as well. Kind of. I
Yeah.
like Ultron a lot. They underutilize Ultron.
James Spader was good casting for
Oh
Ultron.
yeah, he's spot on casting.
Dust is right. Iron Man stuck the landing, but it was good on its own. Gunn not only made a Suicide Squad movie, which was I like that one, was good, but one that erased a bad one while establishing its own lore and spun in off into a great Peacemaker for me, season 1, and I think Superman for me is excellent. I'm just saying give him a chance to set up the chessboard.
All right,
Uh, yeah. And then,
fair enough.
Melissa, I think, Iron Man is switching up the actor for War Machine kinda threw it off too.
Uh,
Br
Cuba Gooding Jr. That's a whole different scenario
You mean
situation.
Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard, God, he looks so similar to Cuba Gooding.
Yeah, it went from Terrence Howard to, Don Cheadle
Don
there.
Cheadle, yeah.
Yeah.
They even make a
Uh,
joke about that in Iron Man too.
yeah.
Very
Uh,
brief joke.
yeah, they do. I think they do, yeah.
It's like in the courtroom scene as they walk away.
Cuba
No,
Gooding
that
Jr.
would have been great. I thought,
Yeah, maybe he was in the running. I don't know. Maybe they
yeah,
asked him.
maybe
He could have they maybe asked him, yeah.
next time,
Alright.
baby. Not for you.
Uh, all right. We'll get into these trailers and then we're
Mhm.
gonna get into these reviews. And then, like I said, gonna raid somebody after this. That bastard Lucky Dog, he stopped streaming, so I can't raid him. So I gotta raid somebody else there. All right. Let's do this Star Wars one, man.
All right.
We're talking about Disney anyway,
Yeah, we might
Marvel.
as well.
Might as well do this one. All right, let me cue this up and get ready for it. All right. We're gonna do some trailer reactions here. One of them being for a Disney product here, the Mandalorian and Grogu. We've seen Mandalorian as a TV show. We've seen that, but now we're gonna experience it on the big screen. Some people are saying, "Why the fuck? Why?" But hey, they're doing it. Hey, we're getting the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Whether
They're
you like
on
it or not.
whether you like it or not. So I have not seen this trailer yet. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Okay, you've already seen it. Well, I'm coming in with fresh eyes. Sometimes I don't
go
like to
for it,
watch the
buddy.
trailers. I come in with fresh eyes, fresh thoughts there,
That's
not
fair.
be impacted by anything. So, this is the trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu. And they selling the cuteness of Grogu hard, aren't
Oh
they?
yeah,
Yeah.
they know
Even
that's
the
all they have.
like they selling that hard, man. Like,
Oh yeah, they
see how
know.
cute Grogu is. Look at this. Don't you want to buy more Grogu dolls? I was like, but I couldn't even get the first Grogu doll.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. We'll just pre-order it. We'll get it to you soon. Don't worry. I always love when people just Spartan kick people. That's always just so funny to me. I don't know when people just Spartan kick somebody. Yeah, that's a good point, Melissa. If you didn't tell me this was a movie, I would have thought this was a Disney Plus trailer. Which that's what
Pretty
I'm saying.
much.
A lot of people are going like, "Well, what's the difference?" Like, it just looks
Yeah,
like
at this point, what is the difference?
you're just teasing a new season. It just looks like you're teasing a new season of The
A condensed
Mandalorian.
season.
Yeah. And that's Jabba the Hutt's son.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
he's
forgot what his name is, but
who cares?
it's played by Jeremy Allen White. So you get
It'll be
the guy.
fine. He'll look like a CGI nightmare along with
Yeah.
everything else.
Impressive.
Oh, this is the first line he said anything. Oh, that's DJ's not good. Oh, look. That's the Star Wars franchise. Under Disney. Oh, God, that's awful fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Unless they're going for like it
I know
seems
they're
like
going
that,
for pulp. I know that.
yeah, it seems like that's what they're going for. And this is supposed to be for IMAX. Okay.
Good shot, baby.
May 2026. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Miller hit the nail on the head there. It just kind of looks like, oh, this is a trailer for a new season of
Oh,
Man.
notice with the ship.
What?
Oh, so when the ship first came out, you can tell. Go and pause. All right. So when the shadow went across the ship, notice that it's a it didn't fit the contours of the CGI body. It's barely masked there. They're just not even doing shadowing effects or additional post processing on the ship.
Well, it's still early. I
I
mean,
know, but
so,
it's just something that you can just see very quickly with the eye.
uh, yeah. So, yeah, it just that's kind of what it looks like. It doesn't give like big theater experience. Um, like Doug said, enhance there.
Enhance.
Yeah, it just looks like okay. This, I mean,
It's an episode of the TV of the Disney Plus thing. What different? They already spend hundreds of millions on those things, so going to a movie is no different.
yeah. And like you could have maybe just put this as like a special on Disney Plus
Yeah,
and
you
released
could
it that
waste
way.
even more money.
And do that. If people still have Disney Plus, and a lot of people are canceling it, but yeah.
No, remember the child that talked was Babu Freak.
Oh yeah, that he was in the Mandalorian. I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also in the Rise of Skywalker that nobody wants to remember because even I don't want to remember their sequel trilogy.
And good old Glup Glup Shido
Glub Shido.
is cameoing in this. Okay. But yeah, let me see what the actual story of this is, of kind of what the adventure is going to be. And you mentioned like the font, and it seems like even from the music of the trailer, in the poster of it, very like pulp, like old serials, kind of like that from like the
Yeah, but it
40s,
doesn't
50s.
that's what they're going for on a production note, even with the posters, but it doesn't have the spirit of pulp. Like you can pretend something is what you want it to be, but it has to adhere to it both as a passion and presentation. Like that's the poster. It's definitely going to a pulp, but that's more that style of poster is closer to Indiana Jones style, which itself is a bit pulp. But it's still just so cluttered.
Mm.
Like it has them multiple times on it. It just I can see what they're going for. It's just not it's going to be no different than any of the TV shows, which is going to be 40 minutes of wasted nothing. And then they'll have the quick fights sequences that'll make everybody go, "Oh, that's why I came to this movie."
Yeah. And the whole thing with having these shows on Disney Plus and being backed by Disney was that, hey, it's a movie theater experience at your house and
Right.
these big effects and this great looking screen and
We have
everything
the
like that,
volume.
the volume and all this other stuff. So it's like now that you actually bring it to the theaters, it's like, well, it doesn't even look that impressive actually. So the premise of this is the New Republic enlists Din Djarin and his apprentice Grogu following the fall of the Galactic Empire during a period where remaining Imperial warlords threaten the galaxy. So that almost tells me absolutely fucking nothing.
From what
Um,
and this was leaked months and months, almost a year ago. The script idea for it was leaked way long ago, and we believe, at least from the leaks, it's a leaking of an episode from Rebels that Dave Filoni wanted to do, and it's like a
mm,
leftover from a Dave Filoni episode from Rebels or Clone Wars. They never got around to, and so
mm,
he's basically condensing almost a couple of episodes or three-parter into a single movie. And when you really break it down to what it was, you go, yeah, no wonder it didn't make it into Rebels.
mm.
It's
Uh,
boring. It's not that interesting.
and Dave Filoni is co-writing this with John
Yeah, of course
Favreau.
he is.
John Favreau, who is directing it, so he's going to
I'm
direct
sure
it.
Ahsoka will show up at some point
Maybe Ahsoka will show up. That's
because
probably
he
possible.
can't do anything without his OC.
Um, hmm. And Lucky Dog said the problem is Disney Plus doesn't make money like the box office does. I'm sure they're in the red from Andor. They did lose money with Andor. I think they said they did lose money
Oh
with
yeah,
Andor.
like as a whole, I think they spend almost 300-400 million dollars on Andor seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, but that was worth it. Andor was pretty amazing. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Andor was the best thing they've ever done with Star Wars by far.
So is everything going forward going to be scraps from Clone Wars and Rebels?
Yes, the answer to that
Uh,
question is yes, because they
well,
have no originality, and
well,
it's
they
Dave
are going to.
Filoni, and he writes the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. Well, I know that Ahsoka season 2. They're going to do Ahsoka season 2, so that's going to be coming
Oh,
out,
who cares?
and that's going to have the Rebels characters in it. So,
Oh,
so they're going to do that. So I
we're
guess
gonna.
that
It's like
one.
Ezra. Ezra's gonna be so useless because they basically emasculated his character. and had Sabine become a Jedi, even though she's already a Mandalorian and royalty, and created the symbol of the rebellion as a graffiti artist. Like, she's she's just ridiculous. So what point does even the rebel characters showing up?
Yeah. Hopefully, Mary Elizabeth Winstead doesn't look as fucking weird as she did in
Oh
the
my
first
god.
first season. That was horrifying to look
Oh
at her
yeah.
with those eyes. Jeez. But yeah, so I mean, with this trailer, I mean, it's nothing really that exciting there. I don't think. Um,
If they
is-
didn't if they didn't, it's weird. Disney Plus was the worst thing they could have
Wait a
done for
minute,
Star Wars.
is that a Rebels character? Is that
Yes,
the
that's he's a character from Rebels.
okay? That's that guy.
He's the
Okay,
engineer guy who also
I forgot his name.
yeah, alien dude. His race was like hunted down to near genocide and stuff, and he's like the Chewie of the group.
Yeah, I forgot what his name is. I'll try to look it up. But yeah, okay, that was him. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
missed that one. Yeah, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, it's just I think if Disney had done nothing with Star Wars, had done absolutely nothing with it, Star Wars would be in a better place right now than it is right now. Like if
Mm.
they had made no sequel trilogy, made no Disney Plus shows at all, not even Rebel One, nothing, and then decided, oh, we'll do Andor. Why not? You would have a whole level of excitement or anything. But the fact is, they've been churning it out. It's like a COD game, year after year after year. And now by the time you get to Black Ops 7 or Black Ops 6, you're just like, I don't care. I don't care. You're just gonna it's just content to churn out. You're not passionate about it. George took years, decades to do anything. Even the games that they did, they gave it to different people to work on little projects that were interesting and fit in the EU, or did interesting things that you could interact with, or wrote books that explored ideas that they couldn't do and that were written by talented writers. It, Now that it's
Mm.
just churned out on the small screen, Star Wars used to be a big screen event. So when Star Wars came out proper in the movies, that was the huge event. But now that they have all that experience on the screen, Star Wars isn't special anymore.
I feel like they need to explore
They got
more of
rid
the
of all that.
comics and more movies based on the comics. A lot of people do want the extended material. A lot of people do want that
But yeah,
based on
they'll
that,
bring it
and
back.
they
They're
do
bringing
take
it
some
back.
characters from the.
Mhm. Mhm. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So they do take some characters from the extended universe there. I know the big one was bringing in what's the blue guy's name?
Thrawn.
Uh, Thrawn, bringing in him.
Yeah, Heir to the
Uh,
Empire trilogy, one of the best EU books trilogy ever written, Heir to the Empire. Yeah,
yeah.
and they butchered him because
Uh,
they'll dig it there. It's all non-canon until they decide, no, now we need you. Now we'll dig it up
mm,
because they can't
uh,
stand on their own.
but so I take these things as they come. Like I said, I like the Andor a lot. I
Mhm.
really love that series, and that ended this past year, season 2. But maybe they can do something like that again. Maybe they can have another creator come on and pitch an idea. I'd hope they do something like that.
Nothing's
Uh,
going to change if Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni are in charge.
Dave Filoni does love the member berries.
He
Both
does.
of them. He does
And
love.
Kathleen Kennedy, I have never seen a CEO, aside from a few others, that has run her company, her franchises into the ground and still had her job after almost 15 years of running Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and oh god, and just everything else associated with what she's been handed over at Lucasfilm. She's ran this franchise into the ground,
Mm,
and she still has her job.
yeah. I don't know. People still. I don't know. This may make money. I know this would be the first Star Wars movie
It'll
since.
make maybe 500 at best. It'll make 500 million. It's not going to get past that. I doubt it.
Because I think this is the first Star Wars movie since Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, it's been
and that
7
came out
years since then.
7 years since then. So maybe that delay. I don't know. Same thing with like when they did Force Awakens. It was such a big delay that people rushed to go see it because it was like, hey, it's a new Star Wars movie. So I don't know how many
They've had
people.
Star Wars at home. Why did they care?
I mean, yeah, that's true too. I mean, now we had so many. Now all these Star Wars shows out. Now it's like that. Also, may be the difference now between this one and then when Force Awakens came out. It's like,
Yeah, there
especially
were
with the one.
games and books, but there was nothing like what they did in the movies. Star Wars hadn't seen a proper theater experience since Return of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith was the last time there was anything on screen. And so that was almost 15 years between that and Revenge of the Sith. So it was quite a bit, maybe even 12 years. I can't remember. Yeah. That's quite a lot of time to let things kind of sit.
Yeah. And there was cartoon shows in between there and all that, but I don't know. I don't know how many people watched. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Clone Wars did last a long time, but I don't know how many people that had its diehard fans. Yeah. But I don't know how much of the general public tuned in for
the cartoons, whether you like it or not. Clone Wars started off. They had the pilot to it had a brief movie viewing experience, and people found it too kiddie for what it was. Clone Wars didn't really hit its stride until season 2 or 3-ish, when it took the kid gloves off and started doing a bit more, and then it went off the rails. But the cartoons have always been niche. Most people know Star Wars as the movies.
Yeah. Because not a lot of people aren't reading. They're not. I mean, as much as people love them, not a lot of people are not going to read the novels or the comics or any of that.
Nobody's reading except for the people who really love it, or the hardcores are reading Splinter of the Mind's Eye, or Heir to the Empire, Thrawn, Heir to the Empire trilogy, or Mara Jade, The Adventures of Mara Jade, and Luke Skywalker, and the Star Killer concepts. Or Darth Bane and all those other. No, they're not going to do any of that.
Yeah. Close out with this question here. Who would you put in charge to lead the franchise now? I'll let you go and then I'll go.
Sure. Anyone not in the current Lucasfilm system or Disney. Get anyone completely outside of it who actually has a creative vision and actually gives a crap about Star Wars and respects Lucas.
I think Dave Filoni does. I don't think he knows how to do live action too well.
I don't think he knows how to. No, Dave Filoni is too obsessed with his own creations. He doesn't know when to let go, and he's not that talented of a writer.
Yeah.
He does the same thing over and over again. He does one trick well.
You didn't even like Rebels as a cartoon?
I mean, Rebels was more kiddie-ish, but it's the same tropes that he's done already that he did in Clone Wars. He just did in Rebels again. The thing is, you just need someone completely outside the realms and who actually respects it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, May 2026 though is the date for this. So that's pretty soon. It's coming up pretty fast. I don't know what else comes out around Damon Lindelof. Nah,
Damon Lindelof.
I don't think so. But I mean, he's done some good stuff. I mean, he did Leftovers, which was pretty amazing. I heard that was really great. And I liked his work on like Watchmen. I did like that, but yeah, Damon Lindelof.
Shit. I mean, at this point, the franchise is in so desperate need. I'd recommend a YouTuber at anything over than anybody else.
Yeah.
Hell, let Star Wars Theory have a crack at it. He's already making a Darth Vader series. He's spoken to Lucas. Let him give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah, I'd pick him. The guy that wrote Andor, Tony Gilroy. Yeah,
Tony Gilroy is solid enough, but we'll see.
Like a board of people. Like I think Tony Gilroy's good, and then if you have him, I'd keep Dave Filoni just because I think he understands all the lore and he's really obsessed with all that stuff. So I think you need to have a balance of those kind of.
I mean, you do need a lore master, but Dave Filoni was always against the lore masters. he always fought against the lore masters because he wanted to do things differently. And when a lore master basically said, "Well, that you can't do that," it's like, I don't care. I'm going to find a way to do it. So there's no point in creating rules if your entire instinct is to go, "Well, I want to break them."
And that's also a lot of people may go just think like this. It's like, well, it's going to be on Disney Plus
Yeah.
eventually, so why rush to
Why
the
even
theater?
bother?
It's going to be on Disney Plus in a few months, so why go to the theater in
Yeah,
May? I
exactly.
can wait till June or July, and it's probably going to be on Disney Plus already.
Yeah,
So.
especially with like, again, the price of tickets, even at its best, come down to maybe $9. You also have to think about if you have family with the kiddos, that's an extra $10-20. Then it's including parking, finding a theater near you, and then the snacks on top of that, which is this either double or the same amount of the ticket. So you're looking at maybe if you have 2 kids, a husband and wife, 2 kids, that's 70, 80, $90, almost $100.
Yeah, but don't underestimate the power of Grogu, though. People love that Grogu. People go Goo for that Grogu.
I mean, yeah, if they're into the program, they have unlimited movie pass, sure, but that still doesn't count for the snacks.
And they might just make the money back off of merch alone, just selling all
Oh yeah,
the.
I mean, that's how they make any money back is the merchandising.
Yeah. So that was our thoughts. Mandalorian
Yeah.
and Grogu, May 2026.
Next
all
we
right.
have the next trailer.
I might as well just keep with Disney until we move on here.
Yeah.
Might as well just do that.
We're in hell. We might as well continue.
Yeah, so I might as well just kind of do that there. This new trailer came out for Avatar: Fire and Ash. There.
Now this is going to make $1 billion no matter what.
This is coming out again in December. So it is doing that.
Hey, it's his bread and butter. He's done it since Titanic.
So never bet against James Cameron. People down him with the Avatar Way of the Water. People was like, who cares about Avatar anymore? That movie came out.
I was one of the
ago.
few that said it was going to make money regardless.
But that movie smashed. It's now the third highest grossing movie of all time.
Oh yeah, made like 1.2 billion.
Yeah. So there's a new king now. Ninja 2's the new king now. So they're the new king. But yeah. So this is Avatar: Fire and Ash. He's doing all the elements with these Avatar movies. He's on fire now. So he did water.
The first one was air,
water, fire,
or earth. Maybe I guess the first one is earth.
Yeah,
they'll do air last, and that'll be the end. The quadrilogy.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this. Have you seen this trailer?
No, I haven't seen it all the way through.
All right, let's take a look at this, man. Fire and Ash.
Let's go.
Is the only pure thing in this world.
Up a little bit.
This is the only pure thing in this world. The fire came from the mountain, burned our forest. My people cried for help. But Eva did not come.
Have you rewatched Way of Water just like for fun? Have you just gone back and rewatched it? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I have not either. I mean, not because it's
a long movie.
Yeah, it is a long movie. I gave it a good review. We gave it a good review. I did. Yeah, I just haven't gone back to rewatch it. Yeah. I don't know. Does that look a little rough? Let me go
yeah.
It's a little video game-ish right there.
Yeah. Well, as you said before, it's just a first pass. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's still working on it.
This world goes much deeper than you imagine.
Okay, that looks good. Looks really good right there.
They spent a lot of money on it. They better be.
Yeah, he's inventing new types of technology.
Oh no, he absolutely is. What he did for technology-wise, for the way that they CGI'd the water in the second movie, genuinely incredible technology, and the fact that they made their own and then patented it.
Yeah.
So it's there. He's definitely like on the cusp of every single thing he does. He pushes technology in every single avenue.
Protect your sisters. Yes, sir. Stay in the cover. What does that always say?
Sully stick together.
No, the other one.
Sully never quits.
That's right. Sully's never quit.
How do you still live?
What if every human being on Earth could live here without a mask? Then the Na'vi people will be gone. Whoa. You want to spread your fire across the world. You need me. We must fight!
I look how Stephen Lang. I mean, he's been chasing them for 2 movies now. He just done.
Yeah,
good
he's
work.
like, I mean, at this point, a clone of himself is now chasing them.
I mean, he just
What, by the 4th one is going to be the ghost?
yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, sure. He's just like, he just like he wants to kill him so bad. He's like, man, I've already invested all this time. I can't give up now.
I mean, sunken cost fallacy at this point.
Whoa. You want to spread your fire across the world. You need me.
I guess it's kind of nice that there are enemy Na'vi now. So it's
Yeah,
not
they-
just humans bad.
Yeah. I mean, because in Way of Water, those Na'vi were kind of more at first they're kind of indifferent a little
Yeah.
bit, and then they kind of joined together. But yeah, this is the first time I guess you're right. We were seeing like enemy Na'vi or Na'vi that are like hostile to other Na'vi, and then outright will kill them instead of just being indifferent. Lucky Dog said, I really liked Avatar 1. I really like Avatar 2, but it is such a visual feast for the eyes. It's hard to recall much of it.
I mean, there's not much to them. They are visually, they're incredible, but story, characters, not much. There's not much there.
Yeah, seems like this is again like an Avatar story. You're gonna meet a new tribe of the Na'vi people.
Got to collect them all.
You're gonna learn their custom and ways and what they
He's
believe
gonna learn to
in.
bend fire, and then eventually they'll learn to bend the final element, and then he'll be reincarnated as an avatar and something.
Yeah,
Peace will reign between humans and Na'vi, and then we'll end on a triumphant element.
I bet that character that Sigourney Weaver's playing, I think she's gonna.
Oh
be
yeah,
like
she's gonna be the avatar.
She's gonna be the Jesus of the Na'vi and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And sacrifice herself or something. That's what I think they're.
Do you think there'll be like in the first movie? Do you think there'll be a weird sex scene between her and the human character?
Sigourney Weaver
the reborn Sigourney Weaver character. Because in the very first one, that was between Jake Sully and the other Na'vi woman, and they did hint in the second one quite a lot that the human character and
what the dreads,
the one with the dreads and her, they have a closeness and a possible romance.
Oh yeah, you do see that in the trailer a little bit too. Them kind of. I really don't want to see that.
I know, I don't want to see it, but I asked, do you think it'll be there? Not do I want to see that?
Yeah, that's probably. It looks like they're setting that up, and then it's just also weird to have like it's Sigourney Weaver who's got the voice of an old woman.
Yes,
coming out of
in a young woman's body.
Yeah, fire and ass.
Oh God. Oh come on.
Yeah. Crab people. Yeah, crab people. Yeah, that's something new, I guess. Crab people. We got crab
sure.
people.
We learned from our mistakes last time. Now we bring crabs.
There you go.
These crab is the final evolution of all evolutions.
Mech crabs.
Mech crabs.
I call upon the warrior mother.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have made like such easily penetrable glass.
Yeah, some more stronger ballistic glass, something like that.
Maybe a little bit more that doesn't just break when you get poked with the spear.
Yeah, and I think that's the character from Way of Water. I think.
Right? Oh yeah, that's the mother, the wife of the chieftain.
Kate Winslet, right? I think it's Kate Winslet.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't really remember these characters from.
Who cares? Their names don't matter.
Yeah. So sorry, big Avatar fans. I don't remember the character name.
I know who they are. I don't know their names. Oh, is she still pregnant, or did she get pregnant again?
Kate Winslet?
Yeah, because her character in the second one, she was pregnant.
Yeah, she don't look pregnant. No.
Oh, no, no.
Well, I guess a little bump, I guess.
You see a little bump, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's still pregnant or enough time still hasn't passed where she's had the child yet.
Yeah.
Oh god, they got squids.
So she seems like kind of like evil version of Zoe Saldana. Seems like.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, just like
She's like,
evil.
what if I didn't have a family, or they all died, and I was on
Yeah.
my own?
Pretty much.
Kind of like she's basic. Oh my god, she's basically the evil mirror to Zoe Saldana's character, just like the sergeant is the evil mirror to Jake Sully's character.
Yeah.
It's just the mirrored versions.
Yeah.
I'll kill you. I swear.
Well, somebody's got to. He's been around for 3 movies now. I mean, he keeps coming back.
Yeah, well, if either you don't or he's coming back.
Yeah. Wow, that's some Greenpeace for your ass right there. A guy holding on to a whale firing a machine gun. That's
I guess so. Yeah,
protecting animal rights for your ass right there. Yeah. All right.
Well,
Fire and Ash, man.
December
December 19th.
Avatar movie.
It's another Avatar movie.
We got 3 more in them. He said he wanted to make 6 of them.
6. Wow. I don't know if I'm gonna be alive for 6, but
I don't know if he keeps knocking them out every 2 or 3 years. They might be able to do it.
Yeah. So it's Avatar 4 and 5. So 4 is gonna be released 2029. 5 is 2031.
Jeez.
So there you go. 1 year after settling in the Machika clan, Jake and Naridi's family grapples with grief following Namiti's death. Eventually, they encounter a new aggressive Navi tribe called the Ash People, led by the fiery tribe leader Virang, who has allied with Jake's enemy Cutrich as a conflict of Pandora escalates to devastating consequences. So yeah. All right. So that's what you got for Fire and Ash. Yeah. Because that one kid Tarzan was growing up faster than they could shoot.
Yeah, because they've been shooting back to back. I think that he said Lucky Dog said they were filming back to back, which makes sense. So he's doing another trilogy back to back to back. So it's basically like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's our modern Lord
without
of the
the
Rings.
quality of writing.
I mean, I was thinking like, what's a big sci-fi franchise since The Matrix? I guess it's
Dune?
Avatar. Oh yeah, Dune. You got Dune too. Yeah, yeah. So, but you also got Avatar. So that's also
there you go. Among the greats, truly to be among the greats.
Yeah. But I do like what he's doing as far as technology and pushing
Oh,
that
sure.
and innovative with film and pushing it to its boundaries. I think that's pretty amazing.
I just wish the story wasn't so bare bones simple.
Yeah, I do kind of wish that as well. One last trailer. And that's it. So we've finally no more Disney. So we're no more. But we got a trailer for The Bride, one of the many Frankenstein adaptations that's going to be coming out. This one, The Bride is directed by, I believe, Maggie Gyllenhaal is directing this one. Good old Maggie Gyllenhaal there. Then another one's going to be coming out with Guillermo del Toro, who's doing it, where it's going to have Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein. But in The Bride, this one by Maggie Gyllenhaal, it's one with Christian Bale. He's Frankenstein's monster there, and then you have Jessie Buckley, who is the bride. Jessie Buckley, people might know, she was in that film from Alex. What's his name? The one who did Civil War. Alex. He did Ex Machina.
Right.
That guy.
This is probably his best work.
Yeah. She did that there. Yeah, she did. I'm Thinking of Ending Things there. She was in that movie. She was also in the movie Men, was the one. Alex Garland. That's what it was.
God.
Alex. Yeah, she did that. She was in that one. All right, let's take a look at this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me it'll help if I turn the sound on.
Was I just the same
Jeez.
before the accident?
Damn. She ended up like Batman's parents there a little bit. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, sprawled out there.
There wasn't any accident. Everything we did it on purpose. There is nothing left to do now but live.
Oh, yeah, she gave her brother a job. Oh, look at that.
That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah, he needs to work. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's not one of the top celebrities.
Come on, big man. You don't want to play? Until death do us part.
So Bonnie and Clyde, but with Frankenstein and the
I
bride.
guess so. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Okay.
What's my name? I can't remember.
Monstrous.
I like that shot. I like that image. Right
I mean, that last shot is the most interesting thing in this movie.
there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. March 6th. Okay. So it's set in 1930 Chicago. You got Frankenstein's
It
monster.
did not look like 1930s.
It's more like what they did when they did with Jay-Z and Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
The Great Gatsby. It's like, oh, this is supposed to
Gatsby. Yeah.
Yeah.
that-
I'm like, okay, sure, why not?
sure, why not?
Create a common companion for him. They give life to a murdered woman as the bride, sparking romance, police interest, and radical social change. So they go, but looks, yeah, like I said, very much like it's kind of like Bonnie and Clyde, but with Frankenstein and the monster there. I don't know any other movie Mika Gyllenhaal's directed there. I'm trying to see if she's directed anything else or if this is her directorial debut. Looks like it. And she's also writing this movie as well. She's also doing that. What are your thoughts?
I'm not too excited about it. It it very much reminds me of what they did in that 2012 Great Gatsby with Leo DiCaprio, where visually I thought it's a very impressive movie, but it very much was why did you make those music choices? This isn't what the 1930s look like. This is a very, very fantasy version of what the 1930s is. And it's a take it or leave it adaptation. That's kind of what I feel with this. You're either going to dig this for what they're going for, or you're just going to not like it because it's very in your face.
Yeah. And I mean, again, like I said, we're going to see all these different adaptations of Frankenstein coming up. We even just had one that just came out a couple of years ago, Poor Things, which that basically was Frankenstein.
I was actually going to mention Poor Things. It's basically like Poor Things, except Poor Things was more of a black comedy. This is also a black comedy, but a more different interpretation.
Yeah. Action, crime.
Yeah, action, crime. The other one,
romance.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff there. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it has that interesting shot at the end. Everything else to me is kind of all right. It's kind of meh, maybe. Um, could maybe work. I mean, Christian Bale always delivers an amazing performance in everything he's
Yeah.
in. Um, Jesse Buckley is also really good. That could work. It depends on kind of what they do there with it. And this is going to be in theaters. This one there, it's not going to go to Netflix. I think the Guillermo del Toro one's going to go to Netflix.
Mm.
That one.
And
Uh,
if it's like the Pinocchio situation, his version is going to be the best version of those.
oh yeah, they had what 3 Pokemon
Yeah,
Pinocchio movies.
Pinocchio versions. Yep, they had the Disney one, which remade its classic in CGI live action. Then they
Yeah.
did a dubbing of a Pinocchio, Italian bad CGI Pinocchio, and then they did his stop motion version along with other stop motion people getting involved in stop motion. That was fantastic.
Mm,
So
yeah, I did love his Pinocchio film a lot. I did love it. Yeah.
yeah,
So maybe yeah.
yeah, maybe.
So yeah, so they did that one as well. I don't think we have not seen a trailer yet for Guillermo del Toro's one
No,
yet.
but I am eager to see that one in particular.
Me as well. I am eager to see that one as well. So, I am eager to see that. But we'll see there.
Mhm.
It could be. I mean, directorial debut. I'm rooting for her. I mean, your first movie out. That's tough. A lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
It being your first one. So hopefully it's a good one for her.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah. All right. Those were trailers. And yeah, we'll move on to this review. And these couple reviews there. We'll do one better after another. Then I'll do my solo one. And then head out of here. Cosmopolitics is still on. Person's Man still on. So he's still doing it. I think he's about towards the end of the game. I think he's coming towards the end of it. But I do love Alan Wake 2 a lot. I love that game. Really great game. All right, I'm gonna pull my notes for this and go ahead and get started. One review after another. Yeah, man. It's kind of like us there. One battle after another, just with these movies. There.
Sometimes you're able to dodge a bullet, sometimes you're not.
Yeah. Fortnite characters too. They got put in Fortnite, so they'll live on for eternity. They'll be in Fortnite.
They'll be a Fortnite character forever. They have the Riz, as the kids would say.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. Try explaining him what Fortnite is. They go, what? What's that?
What? Who?
The fuck is that? Like they put you in Fortnite. Yeah. Like what are you talking about? Fortnite. What do you mean? The night? The actual night? What do you mean?
Oh no, my girlfriend was telling me about that. Yeah, one of her cousins plays that.
Yeah. Her brother plays that game. Yeah, I think I had him over at the house. Yeah, I was walking past. All right. Let's cue this up here. All right, people. So our first review of the day is going to be for the new Paul Thomas Anderson film, One Battle After Another there. This is the 7th Paul Thomas Anderson film. Paul Thomas Anderson, big time director there, directed a lot of many classic films there. People might know him from such things as Boogie Nights, There Will Be Blood, The Master, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, Licorice Pizza, Inherent Vice, if people want to still remember that movie. And yeah, some of his films have even been called some of the best movies of the 21st century, specifically There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis there. And I love that movie as well. I haven't actually seen that in a while. But I do think that movie is a masterpiece there, and I do love Boogie Nights and Punch Drunk Love. But yeah, he's made many, many classic films there. And then some people are saying this is another one with One Battle After Another. People are saying that not only is this the best movie of the year, but it's one of the best movies of the 21st century. It's one of the best movies that he's ever done. And that's saying a lot, given like I just listed off his amazing filmography. What is happening in this film? Well, you got Leonardo DiCaprio there, who stars as a character named Bob. Bob, who was part of a very dangerous group there of revolutionaries, domestic terrorists there called the French 75. While he was in this group, he met a woman there who also participated in the group there, one of the leaders of the group, who's played by Tiana Taylor, who her name is, she has like a Perfida, Beverly Hills, there was her name. And they end up having a child together. Then after the group dissolved, then they had a child together. Then many years later, person who went after the group, who was a main person there trying to lock them all up, who's played by Sean Penn, who plays a Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw there. That sounds like an Incredible Hulk villain, like a Marvel villain there. After he kind of comes back after them, he has to rescue his daughter from this man, and you kind of see the many adventures of how he's able to kind of do that. Got to be kind of vague with this movie because it's all about where things lead to and how things kind of develop, and kind of some twists and turns in the movie there. So I don't want to give away too much on this. But yeah, this has been highly talked about there. A lot of people raving about this movie. Dusk, where do you fall on it? What do you think?
It's interesting. I can see elements of his earlier work with There Will Be Blood, although There Will Be Blood is far more grounded and more mean-spirited, far more ruthless in its depictions of greed and avarice and ruthlessness. This movie can be interpreted in 3 different ways, and depending on how you interpret it, is both its strength and its greatest weakness. If I interpret this movie as on a literal basis, from the events that happen to the characters, the moments, and I accept nothing less, this is a progressive's wet dream. It is about revolution, about violence against the government. It's about those who take action against those they believe are being unjustly dealt with by using violence and destruction, and protesting and revolution against all those in the world that is filled with issues and problems, and only they can really stop it. It's also a world full of people with weaknesses and their own issues and egos, and it's just a big old messy revolution, wet dream for somebody who is on a very extreme side of things. If I look at it as a metaphor, I get much more of a farcical approach. Was he trying to point this, and if you just lay it out like that, then all these characters are a farcical representation of an idea, or that kind of an what if scenario, and looks at it from that point of view as a kind of weak individual or weak father who wants to protect his daughter, who is being swept up in the realities that he brought in his relationship when he was a revolutionary, and going on a journey to try and find her, while at the same time also being a bit farcical in its descriptions of people who believe themselves to be these revolutionaries and being these like better people, while at the same time they're no better than the enemies that they're trying to disrupt. They're no better. They're just complete opposite ends who at the drop of a hat will betray their own beliefs and principles when the chips are down. If I look at it from the last perspective as a black comedy, then in that point of view, everything is juxtaposed from the farcical elements, but also having the timely additions of having more serious moments to kind of hold them together. However, regardless of how I interpret this movie, this movie, I think, was just ill-timed, especially when you consider the environment they're in at the moment. But if I just take the movie as is, I think it has a lot of great acting moments, a lot of good character work by Leo DiCaprio and other people. I think his daughter is fine. She does a good job for what she's written. Paul Thomas Anderson has some great cinematography, really good responsive back and forth. Benicio del Toro has this brief moment. I think he does a very good job. I think they all play to their characters' strengths, but I would not say that I enjoyed my time with this movie. But I can recognize its technique, and I can recognize the effort put into it. But I can't, for the life of me, understand what the hell he was thinking by making this.
This is her first movie ever. You have the actress name Chase Infinity. That sounds like that's another comic book ass name. Chase
It's
Infinity.
a Fortnite name.
Yeah, that's a yeah, comic book name for your ass right there. And apparently she got the name from it says Batman Forever, the character of Chase Meridian. There, and then also the Buzz Lightyear quote there for their Infinity and
Sure.
Beyond. So that's where some of the origins of that name there. This is her first movie. Very daunting task there
Oh,
to be in
sure.
first movie, especially a Paul Thomas Anderson film. But we've seen a lot of first time actors step up, and when it's their movie, most notably this year, that movie Bring Her Back. That little girl from that movie, she was amazing in that. But Chase Affinity, I mean, yeah, she's going up against, especially in this movie, she has to act across titans in as far
Yeah.
as the acting field goes. Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, at some points Benicio del Toro, and I think she holds her own pretty well. And I think she does a really great job. And this is a movie, as you mentioned before, with all the politics involved. And yes, this movie is political. Sorry to tell people. Yes, it's a very political film there.
Very much so.
And there's going to be tons of probably op-eds and political, articles written and think pieces about the meaning of this movie and all the different things that I was trying to say, and everything like that, which is probably going to be really super fun to read. All those people there and all their
It's
opinions.
going to be a Rorschach test. This is very much a Rorschach test movie.
Yeah, about what people kind of get from it. And we also had another movie sort of like this. I was kind of
Kind of
thinking,
Civil War-esque as well.
yeah, Civil War-esque, and kind of a movie that came out earlier this year that I'm surprised I haven't seen many people draw maybe comparisons to it or compare it to. Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
No, why don't you remind me?
I am talking about the movie, not this movie, because we're talking about this movie. Eddington. This movie right
Yeah.
here, which was Ari Aster's film there. Which this was more because it seems like across the board, people
Mhm.
generally, even audiences, are loving One Battle After Another. It's not just like, hey, just critics love it and critics are up their own ass about it. Like it seems like audiences also really love it as well. But Eddington's more split down the middle. And you mentioned the aspects of being a movie about the political climate in the world, being kind of a satire, being kind of that element. Like Eddington is a lot of that in here. And
Yeah.
also it switches gears to being a action film there at some points and some moments there, and tries to also comment on both sides of the aisle. You weren't on the review from when we did Eddington, I don't believe.
No, I was not.
Yeah, so you weren't on that review there. But did you see the movie?
No, I never did.
Oh, okay. Interesting there. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on Eddington and see how you compare it to One Battle After Another. But one thing about One Battle After Another, even though it has all this politics in it and it has all those things, it is just a very exhilarating, thrilling, entertaining film. And this is you mentioned the length of this film before we started this review, that it's 2 hours and 42 minutes. So
It's almost 3 hours.
It's almost 3 hours. And there are some movies that we talked about this before when conversations are long movies, like 3-hour movies or movies that are even an hour and 30 minutes,
You
is
have to
that
justify your runtime.
you got to justify your runtime. And is it entertaining? Are you excited to watch it? Are you loving what you're seeing? And if you're loving what you're seeing, that's fine. You can I can spend a 3 hour in a movie if I'm liking what I'm seeing, if I'm entertained by what I'm seeing. And I didn't know where this movie was going to go. And I was on the edge of my seat and kind of like, okay, what things are kind of going to happen next? And the basis of this story, even with all the other things, is that you have this relationship between this father and his daughter. You have these amazing performances. Sean Penn is probably going to be nominated for Best Supporting Actor, I would imagine, for his role here, what he does, just in the way like he changes himself physically, like his look, the way he kind of
he's
has
unrecognizable in some points.
yeah, like he has these like facial tics, the way he walks, like all that is just kind of is very interesting to kind of just look at him. And then I think that's great. Leonardo DiCaprio, I think, is always, it's Leonardo DiCaprio. He's always pretty amazing in these things. So I could see him definitely getting Best Actor for this as well. And even maybe Chase Infinity. Maybe they, give her maybe a Best Supporting or maybe Best Actress nomination for this as well. So up and down the board, everybody's done a really great job in this. Tiana Taylor, who I wish we saw more of her in the movie. I was not expecting to see as little of her as